Hi everyone, welcome back to part 4 of this Cantina build, 1/12 scale, 6 inch. So today we're going to be doing the internal walls, right here, along here, and up there, and then the walls across here with arches in. So we're going to start on this side here, and I've already measured the wall size I need. It was 63 centimeters by 22 centimeters high, but that means nothing to you guys because if you're following along you might need different measurements. So I'm just going to cut the walls out first, and I'll come back and then we'll kind of mark up for the archways to go in afterwards. So I'm going to go do that now. Okay guys, so I'm back cutting the walls. So as you can see, I've got like two of the same there, because what I'm thinking of doing, instead of putting any like batten, I'm going to pancake them together and just leave a little gap like that, so we've got a thickness of the wall like about an inch, or maybe a bit less than an inch. That's my plan. So let's just make sure it fits first. Yeah, that looks quite good. So that's where it's going to be. So then let me go and get a pencil. So basically now I'm going to cut some arches out. This is not where I'm going to do them, but I'm just going to show you. So the arch is roughly there, and another arch like that. So to do that, I'm just going to get one of these, because I don't need both, because I've used the other one as to trace around sort of thing. And I've already put the chairs in the position I need to put them in, so I'm just going to mark them. I need, because these bits have a little wall and then it rises in the arch. So you've got a little side wall by the chairs first. And one there. And now I'm going to get a tape measure. I'll put that back. Let's measure that. I think it's supposed to be a little bit higher than your chair. So if we go about, probably about 4 centimeters will do. Right, so 4 centimeters. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go cut this now. Cut the arches out, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've cut the first part of the wall, and here it is. Let's just see if it fits all right. It's got a bit of, I need to sand it down a bit actually, but on the edges. So, which way? That way. So that's what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to cut another piece that's identical to thicken the wall up a bit. So I'm going to put another one on top of this. That's easy now, because all I've got to do is use this as a template to trace around the next bit, which I've already cut as well, which is here, which you've probably already seen. So yeah, now I'm going to go do exactly the same again, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut a duplicate of the wall, so I've got two of the same now. So I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to put little spaces in between them just to bring them out a bit. So I've got these, just these little bits of spaces here. I'm going to put that in between them just to give them a bit, give the wall a bit of thickness, and I'm going to no-nails them together and leave them to dry. So one there, one in the middle, like that, and one on the end this side. So I'm going to go away and do that now. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've pancaked that together. So that's going to be the thickness of the wall, which is, like I say, just under an inch probably, or something like that. I'll measure it. Yeah, about 3/4 of an inch wall thickness of that wall. So I've got to let that go off now. Let's just make sure it goes in alright, everything's in, yeah. So I've no-nails that all together. and that's why it's going to go like that. So I just got to let that really dry before I do anything else. Get rid of that bit there. Any snots, just rub them off. Yeah, so now I've got to do this back wall here, which will just be a single sheet, I think. Will probably be a single sheet, I don't know, we'll have to see. And then repeat the process here, but just a single arch here. And that'll be that. I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've literally just finished cutting this one in, and I've doubled it up like I did the other one to make the wall about 3/4 of an inch thick. And let's just put it on in place. There we go. I'll just leave that there balanced for a minute. So now just got to do the side wall here and the side wall at the back there and this side wall here, and I might call it a day then. So I'll get them 3 bits cut and I'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, so I've done the 3 side walls. That's this one here, this one here, and this one here, what you probably can't see very well. What I've done, I've added an extra 5mm on the end of them to give them a bit extra length for when I render the back wall. It's obviously going to bring the wall out a little bit more. So I've added an extra 5mm to the length of these. I mean, if I bring it around, you might see. If you can see down the bottom, ignore the top bit because it's just where this is not stuck yet. So you can see that bit there is about 5mm. So that's just a bit extra, just to kind of, for when I render the walls. Well, I say render, it's just a bit of filler, isn't it? But, you know, it's going to bring the walls out a bit. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for this one. Still haven't done above the cantina roof, have I? So that will probably definitely be next time. Maybe. But for now, that's it. So, well, what will we be doing? Probably prepping the walls for plastering. So I'm going to be PVAing the walls and fill any kind of reveals what need filling in, fill them in a bit. I was thinking about these back windows because I want the reveals to be a bit deeper than what they are. I might kind of put a little bit of bead around the edges and kind of, when I plaster it, kind of feather it down. You won't notice it, but it'll just bring the reveals out a bit more. So I might do that on all 3 windows. So I'll be doing little bits like that next time. Alright guys, laters.